Oh, hey, there's Mark.
I made it.
you-
I'm back.
What happened?
My internet went out.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Fucking Comcast.
Fucking.
Ready to resync?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
stayed recording that whole time.
Yeah, Clayton decided to stop. All right. We're gonna clap in 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
Anyway, so make sure to go to your friend, get all the elf teeth that you need, and I will set you up with all the fish heads that you can exchange for.
all right. Let's go find Victor.
Okay, for five, and then we'll just leave for store, and then I'll tell Five Gal we need to deal with this water because I think it seems like all these things need to happen at the same time, and then we have to melt the tower or something like that. So we got to do the water thing. Then we can find Victor and maybe do the money exchange if there's time and get your suit. But I feel like the water is top priority.
Is that what Victor's doing?
Water. Victor is getting some sort of food and meat.
Oh, he's doing the butcher.
Yeah,
Okay, so we gotta go poop in the water.
yeah. I don't know if ghost poop does it, but we'll find the water supply.
All right.
Okay, so you guys have decided to actually work on your assigned task. And with that, we'll jump back to Victor, who is just leaving the alley where he punched the Gilblin.
I'm just gonna be walking, looking for any other shops, butcher shops.
Butcher shops. You see a butcher shop called the Drowning Cow. Is what it's called.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside.
Behind the counter is a very large Minotaur man, and there are 2 other Minotaurs in there, and he welcomes you with a snort. Welcome to the Drowning Cow. We serve all sorts of cuts, whale and porpoise, and basically any seafaring mammals there are out there.
Is
Uh,
there?
we-
Sorry, is there to the DM? Is there any customers inside?
Roll a D100.
70.
70. There is one customer inside. A cloaked and hooded woman, you think, just based on the slight figure and how small they are, in the back corner looking through some various coral talismans.
Gonna walk over to them, grab them by the wrists, and start to pull them out of the store to throw them out of the store.
Okay. This what turns around is a yellow-eyed Triton woman who is struggling a bit and is just like, "Unhand me! What are you doing?"
I need you to leave the store for a moment. And this is sometimes the easiest way to do it because I don't like a conversation.
She glances down, notices the gun holstered at your hip, and stops struggling and just rushes out of the store.
Again? Oh, this time it's just Skype.
Maybe 10 feet away from you with his cleaver at his side, and he points and he says, "Get out of my shop."
Well, I was more just seeing where your shop was. Just got some things I needed to take care of, and just wanted to see what kind of people were inside.
Get the fuck out of my shop.
Is it just you in here? Is it just him?
No, there are two
There was
other
two, right?
minotaurs. Yeah,
Are they as large as him or smaller than
they're
him?
not as big as he is. You would guess they're his sons, probably.
Okay. I would put that blade down because chances are I'm gonna take it from you and cut the little one open and cut you open and sew each one of you into each other.
Roll intimidation.
I think I have advantage on intimidation too. Let me double check that. It's been a while since I looked at my feet. Oh, maybe not. All right. 23.
That beats the 7 he rolled. He drops the butcher knife, puts his hands up, and he says, "I don't want any trouble. I'm just a businessman. What do you need? I haven't been robbed in a fucking hell of a long time, okay?"
Well, I'm going to give you some advice for the next 24 hours. If you got somewhere else that's safer than this location, I would go there now and not tell anyone.
He's like, now?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
And so he turns around and begins to walk, and he says, "Boys, we're leaving." And you hear some snorts and stuff in what you assume is Minotaur language. And then you watch them quickly duck out a back door that was located next to the kitchen and butcher area.
Since I don't technically know what their currency is yet, because I haven't heard the absurdities yet, because I wasn't with them, I'm going to try to look for like anything like gold or money or currency while I'm here, because, fuck it.
You do find a cash register. It smells terrible. It's full of different sized fish heads.
The problem is I, Hayden, or Jay, or whatever you want to call me, know that that's the currency, but with Victor.
Yeah. Roll intelligence.
16?
16. You can tell. Like, they smell terrible. They look like fish heads, but on closer inspection, you recognize that the bones inside are not actual fish bones. They've been replaced with some sort of ore. You're not sure what it is. You're unfamiliar with it, but they're not fish heads that have been chopped off of fish. They are a currency designed to look like a fish's head.
I'm going to take some with no intent to spend it here, but just see if I can make money from it somewhere else, because I am not going to pay anyone anything in this town.
Okay. You grab. I'm only going to tell you this the once, so keep track. You grab 2 sturgeon, 6 crustacean, 50 largemouth, and 32 piranha.
How many different currencies are we going to run into?
A lot. I love it. I'm going to just keep making new ones everywhere you go, probably.
And none of them will exchange.
They all exchange, except for Soul Silver, because it's worthless. Okay, so you get those. Are you staying in the shop? Where you're actually headed? What's your goal, Victor?
Well, because I don't know that Simon is a fucking creep who just actually poisons water, I'm going to look around to see if I can find any like old rotted guts and stuff like in a garbage bag to chuck in water.
Oh, there's tons of that in here. There's just tons of it. They have like buckets and barrels full of porpoise and whale and fish guts, and it smells horrendous.
Actually, I'm going to grab some of it and go. Do they have a basement or anything?
They do.
I'm going to go to the basement and see if there's any access, because I remember the other city had access to the main water supply downstairs.
You go down, and there is something that looks like water supply. You're not sure exactly how it works. It's very salty though, so it's not their fresh water supply for sure.
Oh, okay.
But it seems to spray up out of holes in the ground.
I'm just gonna move on then.
'Kay.
I'm not gonna know what that is. I'm just gonna head out back into the main part of the city. I'm gonna shut the door to the shop behind me and kind of quasi lock it so it's easy to break into.
Okay. You get out and you see that woman peeking at you from an alley about 50 yards away, the one that you kicked out earlier. She's peeking around the corner at you, and you see her talking to some other figure in the alley and pointing, and then they sort of disappear from view around the corner.
I was gonna wave if I had a chance to wave before they.
You could wave, yeah.
Yeah, Victor's a dick like that. He's just gonna wave and smile.
You wave, and they duck around the corner much faster.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep making my way around the town. I was supposed to find all the butcher shops, so
Are you making your way downtown?
if that's where I'm headed, I'm definitely making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Walking super fast.
That's good. We'll jump back to 5 Gallon Simon. Where are you at in your journey?
5 Gal, go ahead.
I want to ask people where their water is at.
Okay.
Dude, I want to look around while he's being like, people already are afraid of him, and see if there's like water towers or anything like actually visible that you could just tell walking around.
You don't see any water towers, but that's what's interesting is there's no obvious sign of fresh water that you're seeing anywhere. Like, you should be seeing water towers on the top of buildings or like troughs or something, but you don't see it at all. 5 Gal, the first person you ask, like begins to try and see if they can like put their hand through you, and they just keep smacking your bare like arms. They're like smack, poking your chest.
Thank you. Where can we get water?
And finally, the guy who's been doing this answers, and he goes, I mean, is that your curse? Are you doomed to wander this world until you find the water that was denied you in the great desert?
No, I was a bucket because of water in a different place.
Ah, I get it. You were first cursed to be a bucket to hold water, and now you are cursed to forever wish you could hold it again. Ah, yeah, yes. Well, I'm afraid I have no curse breaking skills. I probably can't help you, Sir Poltergeist.
What about water?
Well, I mean, you probably I recognize this type of curse. You're unable to express what your true desire is, as water would clearly fall straight through you. You cannot have a refreshing drink of water. Do not worry, sir. I will figure out this puzzle. Let me grab a friend. Just stay right here. And he runs and grabs another Triton and brings it over. Now there are 2 of them, and they're both like hemming and hawing, like, well, I see the buckets floating around him. Maybe he killed someone in a well. Like, yes, that's probably it. It's
No.
and they're like, we could take him to the well down below the city and see if maybe that would unlock the secret of his true curse. Like,
Yes.
No. I don't think that would help at all. The first guy says.
I think the well would work.
See? Proof that it wouldn't work. Any curse worth its salt wouldn't let him speak of the terms that would let him break his curse. And they continue to argue. They're sort of getting loud, and more people are showing up. And they're like, what about a ghost that's cursed? Is he going to curse us? And they're freaking out a little bit now.
I walk away from them and I try to find the well under the city.
You see various stairways that don't have any signage or anything, but show maybe a poorly depicted graphic of a well. Taking one of those, you quickly descend probably a couple 100 feet below the city, and there's a second set of like roads and stuff down here. There's a whole undercity full of different citizens. As you get lower, you quickly find that almost all of the people down here in general are either walking on the main road, or if they're not directly on the road, are some sort of crustacean people. There's lots of crab things and shrimp things and all that, and they're just sort of scurrying along in the darkness of this undercity. Are you staying on the road or straying from the road?
I want to cast invisibility because I don't know what these people are like down here, and if they're gonna appreciate me being down in their undercity.
Okay. You cast invisibility and you continue to make your way through. Let's see here. It's fairly quickly thereafter you begin to see people who stray off the path getting pounced upon, and not just eaten. They're first robbed, and you can't understand the language, but it's clear that these crustacean people are plenty intelligent. They're robbing anybody who strays from the path, and then they're eating them. And you can just see them with their little mandible feelers just pulling off chunks of flesh up and down arms and stuff like corn on the cob.
Yikes.
Every once in a while, a footstep of yours will alert a group, and you'll see all of them just freeze and turn, but they don't see anything, and then they quickly go back to eating. 5-gal up above, there's now like 3 camps of people surrounding you. There is the take him to the Miracle Well camp to break his curse. There's the he must need to go to the sun because that would be the opposite of the Miracle Well. And then there's the we need to exorcise this ghost before he curses us to die of thirst group. And these 3 factions are all surrounding you, sort of shouting and yelling, and there's probably 30, 40 people up here now.
Look, I just need a poop in your guys' water.
You see? Even you who believe that he can't speak the truth must recognize that that means purification. And they're like, purification? Poop in the water, if he means the opposite, in fact, would mean cleansing the air itself. We must leave him here to cleanse the air. And another one is yelling, that means ideas. You're taking it too literally. It's about changing our ideas for the purer. He see the discourse that has already developed from his presence. He's truly a prophet, and they're kind of freaking out. The religious zealotry is getting wild.
I'm getting very confused. I don't know what to do.
At about that time, some screaming occurs, and somebody begins talking about how the Surf and Surf has been attacked. Somebody went in, attacked the owner, and shot them a few times, it sounds like. And the crowd's freaking out. They quickly begin to scatter and are running and locking in buildings, and you hear the people freaking out, and then somebody goes, "The wards are down! It must be Bone Chewer and his crew! They're back!" And now people are really freaking out. They're ignoring you entirely, 5-gal.
Oh. Okay. Fuck, Simon's gone. They did the wards. I guess we gotta melt the tower. I'm gonna go melt the tower.
How are you going to get to the tower?
I was gonna walk.
You're just going to walk over to it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you walk over to the tower. Simon, you have reached a gigantic underground well. Probably 200 feet across. It has the normal well-like stone structure and a ring around it. And you can see a giant pool of glistening pure water that actually is, I shouldn't say pool, a pillar of water. Like a geyser shooting directly into the ceiling. It's pressurized so much that none of it's spilling out the sides. It's just shooting straight up, apparently creating enough pressure to go up to all the houses and businesses.
Are there people or crustaceans around that would see me if I suddenly am visible again?
Roll perception.
21.
No, you don't see anything.
I'm gonna. This is on the main path. I'm not gonna get if I'm seen like robbed and eaten.
No, this appears to be the main path.
Oh, good. So I want to like if I can duck down by the stone wall and then do my poison spray cantrip into the geyser or the pillar of water that's going up. That's my plan.
As you're getting ready to, you get that familiar pulsing in your mind from your patron, and you sense that he is excited at this prospect, but he wants you to spray into this well from 6 different locations around it. So like go around it basically in, I don't know, if is that 30-degree increments? No, that it'd be more like 50-degree increments separated around it so that you could spray in and infect all of it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I try to stay down if I can, but I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can in case the crustaceans don't like it.
And there's no problem. But as you do the second one, you see a figure rushing at you. It appears to be some sort of lobstery samurai. And he is charging and just screeching in whatever his tongue is. You notice that the symbol on his shell is that of the city. He's probably some sort of guard of the well. And he's just like, as he runs at you, sword drawn.
I only see him at the moment.
That's the only one you see right now, yeah.
I'm going to stop my poison for a minute, and then I want to cast Blight on him.
So roll initiative.
What is my initiative bonus? +4. 16, not good.
That beats him.
Yes.
Okay, you're up first. You're going to cast Blight.
Yeah. So necromantic energy washes over him, draining moisture and vitality from him. He has to make a con save or take a lot of necrotic damage.
Yeah, and draining moisture from a crustacean creature is going to be double damage for sure. Oh, no. Okay, what's he have to do? Did he have to make a save?
Yeah, con save.
Oh, God. No,
16.
He rolled a 4.
Oh. Yikes. So he'll take 8d8 necrotic damage.
Damn. Okay.
Don't roll
Yeah.
all ones.
Pull that, please.
14, 22, 25 plus 43 necrotic damage.
Doubled
Oh, yeah.
because it's moisture. Sucking the moisture out of a aquatic creature. And that is enough to instantly kill him. By 1 point of damage.
Oh, nice.
He had 85 health. Yeah, so he's charging at you, and you blight him, and you just watch as his shell goes from this nice red to almost a bleached white, and he just sort of disintegrates into ash. The only thing that continues to move forward is his sword as it sort of slides along the ground before coming to a stop about 5 feet from you.
Okay, I want to keep poisoning.
Okay. You move farther up, you poison again. You then hear the sound of another lobster thing running at you. You don't see it yet, but you can hear it echoing in the cave, and you're familiar with the clack of their feet on the stone.
Okay, I just want to keep going.
Keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
The clacking sound goes quiet. You don't hear it anymore. You've got 4 of them now. You need to get 2 more. Are you just going to rush and do the last 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You do the last one. Roll me perception check.
22.
22. As you're doing the last one, you hear the sound of something approaching just immediately behind you. How are you dodging that? Are you ducking? Are you rolling to the side?
I probably would. I would just be ducking.
You just duck?
Yeah.
You duck, and a pair of short sword-looking blades stab into the water where your head just was. And you see it's more of a crab than a lobster. It's got a dark black shell, and its legs are all skittering around. And it is clearly trained in the art of stealth. It was going to assassinate you. It's your turn. It's right on top of you, though. You're in melee range, so.
Can I just run away? Dash and take an opportunity attack?
Yes, you can do that. Okay. That's a 23 to hit and a not going to hit. So you're just going to take the opportunity attack. The main hand attack, which is 11 damage.
Okay. And I just want to dash away.
You just start running.
Yeah. I wish I was a cat.
So you're fleeing. This thing's chasing you. But you're not on the same, you're not on the opposite side of the well. You're on the same side you were before because you went all the way around it, basically. As you're running on the path, you can hear behind you it screeching and crying out. And more eyes from the sides of the road are looking up at you. And you see them starting to skitter onto the main path. Mostly behind you, but you can see up ahead, at least one has heard and is beginning to climb into your way.
Okay, I just want to keep dashing, and then I want to pray in my mind and ask Yaman-Shesh if he's got any bright ideas since I did his 6 poisons.
Roll me a D100.
41.
41. No, Yaman-Shesh does not respond to your call.
Excellent.
The big one in front of you lunges at you. He's got a crab hammer, is what it's called. It's just like a giant hammer, and it's got a giant-ass crab claw on the end. So you can smack people with it, but if you lunge with it, it spreads out and then clamps around them.
Okay,
and he's going to try and smash you with it.
I want to do my reaction entropic ward to him. So I magically ward myself against attack and turn. When he makes an attack roll, he can be disadvantaged on the roll.
Oh, that's good. He just rolled a nat 20. Oh, that was good timing. I was like, it doesn't matter what you do. Nat 20 is going to hit, but disadvantage. Okay. That makes it only a 19 to hit.
It still hits, but at least not a nat 20.
Yeah, it is. At least it's not a nat 20. The crab hammer slams onto you for not that much damage. 9, 10, 12. 15 damage. It slams slams right into you. Are you gonna run around him or are you gonna engage him?
I can engage. I would try to run around.
Okay. You are gonna get hit by one opportunity attack as well, which missed. So you're just running as this giant swarm of lobster, crab, and shrimp monsters are chasing you in this dank coral cavern. You burst into the sunlight and quickly notice that the crowds are all gone and there's smoke arising from multiple points in the city. You can hear cannon fire. And with that, we'll jump back to Victor. Victor, where you're at, you just waved, and then you started making your way through the city, and then you began to hear cannons going off. It sounds like the ship has arrived, and you quickly hear the howl of guardsmen and stuff freaking out about the attack, and they're marching towards the western side of the city.
I'm gonna head towards the tower.
Okay. You head towards the tower, and fairly quickly you end up seeing a recognizable ghostly shape also walking towards the tower. There's not anybody else out on the streets at this point. Everybody is bunkered down. There are guards, and there is apparently the two of you.
How many guards?
The guards are sporadically running by, and when they do, they just shout, "Get into your houses! Get into your places of business!" They glance at you guys every once in a while, but you're not gnolls, so they're not that, they don't have any concerns. They just think that you're unfortunate tourists who don't have a place to hide.
Perfect. Is there any way to get inside this tower unnoticed? Are the guards posted at the door? Are they being chaotic?
There are no guards posted at the door right now. There may be some inside, but it just looks like there's a large door that leads to a spiral staircase going up.
I'm just gonna go to the door and walk in and see what happens.
Okay. As you get to the door, Simon pops up from a nearby road. I assume you were headed towards the tower as well.
Oh, yeah.
Correct, Simon? Yeah. And you see him approaching. Are you going into the door, or are you waiting until Simon gets caught up with you? So it's now you, 5 Gal, and Simon all back together.
I'm just gonna open the door and just see what's inside. If we're gonna run into resistance right inside, or what happens.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 27.
You duck out of the way as a ballista bolt blows the top half of the door off, and you hear the cranking sound, clink, 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 and then you hear, "I think I got him. I'm pretty sure I did. Blew his bloody head off. I did. I don't see him no more."
Yeah, definitely blew his head off. I'm just a tourist, though. You blew off my friend's head. Is it okay if we come in and hide?
He says, "Fuck off!"
Can I go through the sidewall?
You can try. You have that ability.
I want to, go see if I could get up behind the ballista.
Okay. It's not so thick that you can't do it, because you can go through using your full 30 feet of movement up to 5 feet of solid material. So you you make your way through, and you are behind the ballista operators. There are 2 of them. It's a double ballista stacked with basically they load one and then they load the other. And so they can almost always fire a bolt immediately. They're almost unloading the top one while waiting to shoot the bottom one. It's just 2 Triton guys that are stuck behind this thing ready to fire. They don't know you're there.
Can I try to strangle both of them with my bucket chains?
You can try. Roll me a athletics check, I guess.
Oh, that's gonna be garbage.
Yeah. Speaking of garbage,
Oh, 18.
well, that beats the nat 1 and the 3.
Oh, God.
That's no. Okay, yeah. I get you wrap your chains around their necks. One immediately falls on his back. The other one, as he's being yanked away, does manage to trigger the ballista, but you get both of them restrained. Victor, I'm going to need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. $26.
Okay. You dodge out of the way as the other bolt blows the door into smithereens entirely. There's now just an open hallway with no door. Simon, you see the door explode twice as Victor like ducks and then like backflip rolls out of the way. And then you see behind them is a much creepier 5-gal who is using his tentacle chains to slowly wrap around their necks and choke these guys. It doesn't seem to be doing much damage, but he has restrained them and pulled them away from the ballista.
Cool. Can I Eldritch Blast them?
Yes.
Gotta do it with both.
I'm going to tell Simon to, you should probably try not to make too much noise just so we can try to sneak up to this tower without alarming everyone that we're here. Then let them focus on the incoming army, and we can sneak in and steal a bunch of extra shit before, the brigade shows up and takes the rest.
I don't
Roll me
extra pep
intelligence really quick, Victor.
I don't think my crackle like energy is very loud, Victor.
No, I was just letting you know. Don't do throw bombs. Just something stupid like me shooting people.
Yeah.
Intelligence was 15.
15? 15's enough for you to recognize any hope of surprise was lost at the ballista shattering a door.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It
say. is
echoed
the
through that whole tower.
Oh, did it?
door
Okay.
exploding.
It's like the concept makes sense. Like, let's not do anything. Let's not us do anything. But then you're thinking about it. You're like, fuck it. Those idiots were way overreacting to the fact that I just peeked in a door.
Yeah.
I did a 20 and a 21 for my Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And then I got 15 and 10 damage.
Okay. You singe the 2 guards pretty bad. But they're still kicking plenty. At that point, I need you all to roll initiative.
Dang it.
19.
6.
18.
Actually, rolling pretty decent today after 4 episodes of rolling complete and utter shit.
I was till
Now
at
you're gonna
6.
roll bad.
Now I'm gonna roll bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, so first up is Victor. Victor, just to set the scene, there are 2 being strangled by 5-gal. There are 3 running down the stairs with different implements. One with a trident, one with a harpoon gun, and one with a katana.
Is it wooden stairs? What type of stairs is it?
There's
Is it stone stairs, wooden stairs,
They look like they're made of bone.
bone? Okay. I am going to use a grit point to do forceful shot. So he's gonna need if he hits, hold on, it's a 16 strength saving throw. But if he fails, I'm gonna do it the first one. He flies back 15 feet, and my intent is to knock him maybe into at least into the other guys, but maybe even through the stairs so they all fall. Just whatever happens. So I'm gonna shoot, and remember these are the ethereal bullets, so I don't really know what that means yet.
Oh no. Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. Roll your quadruple damage on a fucking pistol nat 20. We have 2 failures and a pass. So the ethereal bullets will hit everything in a straight line. Which means since you were lining it up to knock the first guy into the other 2, you're going to hit all 3. And it's going to knock all 3 of them back. And it's going to hit all of them for that damage.
So they got pretty lucky. I only rolled 4 on the die, so 48 damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's all.
Yeah.
Real waste of a turn.
Actually, wait. Hold on. Hold that thought. It's not that. That's not the damage they take. It's actually 12 times 12.
12 times 12.
Sorry, 12 times 4. Sorry.
It's okay. There we go.
48.
Yeah.
So
40.
I did do it right. Okay. Okay. I did do it.
They're all
I had a
down
brain fart.
on immediately. They're not dead, but they're all knocked back.
I had rolled a 4 on the die, so my brain was thinking that I only used the initial die times 12, and like I just had a brain fart. 48.
They are all pretty badly wounded, but they're not quite out of the fight yet. But that was an unexpectedly powerful blow. 5 gal. You've still got the 2. Are you going to continue to try and hold them down, or are you going to try and do something else to them?
What's the range on my chains?
10 feet.
Okay. Well, I guess I also have the nettles on the chain.
You do have that, yeah.
So
Forgot.
they at least get some acid damage. They have to do con save.
It's 15 and a 16.
It's a 16 con save. And it's only 6 damage.
So one passes, the other one fails.
Yeah.
I also had 2 more turns still.
Oh, you still had more things to do?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do your things.
We can still count his.
That was just a passive thing anyways.
Yeah,
just got
that
so
would
caught up
have
in the nat 20.
naturally happened in wrapping them up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so again, all I have is these ethereal bullets, so still just shooting the first one because I traded all my bullets for. That is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. 16 will hit. Which one are you aiming for?
The first
Sword,
one.
trident,
The one in the front.
the one that was in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the trident one. That will not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot again. And that is going to be a 26 to hit.
That will hit any of the 3.
Yeah.
But I assume you're still aiming for the one in front.
The one in the front, yep. And that's another 15 damage.
Okay. You watch all 3 of them. As you shoot them, all 3 of them begin to scream, and their voices get higher and higher pitched until all of a sudden they become ethereal, and you watch them wail into ghosts and then fade from sight. There's nothing left behind. Not weapons, not gear, nothing.
I stared down at my gun in shock and happiness.
5 gal, you see all 3 of them still laying there, looking spectral and like just freaking out, like touching themselves. And then you watch them all sort of sink through the floor as they're trying to come to terms with the fact that they've been turned into ghosts.
Huh. Okay.
There's only 2 left. The ones that are wrapped up in nettle chains.
Okay. I'm going to get the buckets out and just put it over both of their heads while I choke them.
Okay, you're going to have to make another athletics to keep them held down.
Ooh.
It's a 22 and a 22 for them.
Fuck you.
Out fucking time.
Do you know, I have a -1 for athletics. And I rolled a 16.
They both break free. Luckily, just in time for their turn. They were the ballista operators, but they're armed with daggers, and they're each going to take a pair of attacks at the ghost that was just choking them with nettles. So that's going to be, let's see here, a 12 to hit for the first attack, a 17 for the second. Then the other one gets a nat 20 and a 17. So 12 and 17, nat 20 and 17.
So 17's hit. and
Okay. So the
20.
12's going to miss. That's going to be 10 damage, 20 damage, and 14 damage.
Okay. And what's my new rule for physical damage?
It's cut it in half. You have half your original health, but you're resistant to everything except for radiant damage as a ghost.
So it was like 40 something.
Yeah. It was 10, 20, and 14.
Okay.
So
Damn. Okay. So I'm down to 8.
Ugh. And only you can heal.
So they stab the shit out of you with their daggers, but they don't quite manage to put you down. But they are both staring at you. They're not worried about Victor. They're not worried about Simon. They're worried about Tentacle Ghost, which is what they're come to think of you as. Simon, your turn.
I'm going to tell Pinky to do his special coil thing, so he wraps himself around my neck and gives me a +1 AC. But that's
Okay.
the only action he can do. He has to use an action to uncoil, too. And then I just want to Eldritch Blast each of them again, hopefully.
Okay.
A 22 and only a 16.
The 16 will hit on those guys. So the 22 will definitely hit.
But only 9 and 6 damage.
9 and 6. Okay. These guys are in pretty good shape still.
Dang it.
Back to Victor.
How far away are they?
15 feet.
I'm gonna lasso one of them.
Great. I'm sure that'll make them happy. They hadn't had enough of
the-
that shit.
It's a deck. What kind of save is it? The dexterity saving throw? I don't remember now. Let's look.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah.
But it's 16.
He nat 20'd it.
Ooh. Damn.
The lasso with a nat 20, he's going to dodge out of the way of it, but he's going to take the opportunity to throw a quick throwing dagger at one of the three of you. Each of you roll a D100. Whoever gets the lowest is going to get a dagger thrown at him.
Ooh, 91.
51.
Fuck you, I got 90.
Oh, shit. So me.
What'd you get?
51.
Just above half. Still not good enough.
Yeah.
So you're going to get hit for 10 damage as this throwing dagger goes flying down the hallway wildly. Missing Victor, but hitting you. This guy apparently not a big fan of being lassoed.
Let's see if he's a big fan of being shot in the face. That is a 27 to hit.
27. Okay, that'll hit.
And that is 13 damage.
Okay.
And if he's still standing, I'm going to shoot him again.
Oh, he's definitely still standing.
All right, he's going to get shot again. That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's another 12 damage.
He has now barely taken more than you did in that one critical shot to all three of them before.
Yeah.
So these guys were meant to be kind of tough.
Right.
5-Gal, it's your turn. You've got the two of them. They're not really distracted because nobody's in melee range behind them, but they're partially distracted by the people shooting at their back. They really want to kill you.
Can I use my movement to like kind of put my buckets in their face to just block their vision a little?
Roll. Man, I don't know. Deception. We'll give you deception to try and use it to block their vision.
Ooh, how about 19?
One of them, yes. Guy 1, as far as you know, his name is gonna be. His vision's gonna be partially blocked. His AC will be reduced by 1, and his chance to hit will be reduced by 1.
Nice. I forgot I took Magic Stone. Such a useless fucking. Then I'm going to use. Are they wearing armor?
Leather armor. Well, I say leather. It's more like a bone.
Want to use heat metal, but
Oh, is that what you wanted to do? Oh, I'm surprised.
okay. Well, I'll do Dissonant Whispers on the other guy.
Oh God. Okay.
So that's a Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 17.
Fucking hell.
These guys have been hitting 14s left and right on the die. I'll tell you, I'm real happy that they haven't just been all total chumps. Just those first 3 who got ghost bullet crit.
All right, so he still
Oh, poor
takes
bastard.
half damage. Nuts. Whoop. Ooh. Where is... Man, that was kind of garbage. 14 damage.
14. Divided by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy looks pretty much straight up okay still. But the first one's not looking so hot.
I have...
You still have a bonus action left. You used your movement to mess with their
Yeah.
face
So I'm good to healing word.
on.
Me.
Okay.
Because I'm a good bucket. Whew. No, I don't take half healing, do I?
I'm tempted to make you do that, but I won't. That seems like it'd be fucking too cruel. You have half health and you get half healing, but you take resistant or you're resistant to damage. Like, I don't know that that's good enough. Okay. While you add up how much you gained, they'll take their turns with their daggers again. The first one is now more worried about Victor than you. After getting riddled with ghost bullets, he's like, fuck this shit. So he is gonna start throwing daggers at Victor, and that's a 13 to hit,
Miss.
a 19 to hit,
Hit.
and a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And that's only 12 damage.
Okay.
He tags you with 1 and is very frustrated that he missed with the other 2. The other one is going to use his 2 close range attacks on 5-Gal. And that is a 17 to hit.
God damn it.
And a 23 to hit. That is 5 damage on the first attack, cut in half. So round up to 3. And 8 damage on the second attack. So 4. Get green,
Yeah.
take 4.
Fuck you.
You know, they were a lot more dangerous the first time. I should have had both of them attack you. Simon, it's your turn.
yeah,
These
I'm
two
gonna
guys
do-
are starting to rally.
I'm gonna do on the one that looks the most hurt. I want to do both my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Both of those are a 20 to hit,
Those will both hit.
and then 13 damage and 9 damage.
As you hit him with the first blast, you like incinerate his arm, his shoulder all the way, like just disappears, and most of his arm just falls on the ground. And then your second blast blows off a big chunk of his lower left hip, and he's like screaming. And then all of a sudden, where he had been shot starts to turn transparent, and all of him turns spectral, but he's still missing a chunk out of his hip and his arm. He's just now a ghost that's missing those 2 pieces, and he begins screaming, wailing, and then falls into the ground.
Can I just tell the other guy something telepathically before my turn is done?
Yeah.
I want to say, murder bucket.
Roll an intimidation for me really quick.
17.
He bolts. You're gonna get an attack of opportunity, 5 gal.
Ooh, can I try to choke him with the chain? Just want to clothesline him.
You can try.
Nat 20.
What the hell?
You wrap the chain around him, and even though he's not that badly injured, the choking and the nettles and the terror all results in him just passing out. He just literally he faints, and he's limp, fainted in your grasp. Yep. What are you doing with him there? Tentacle bucket.
Now I don't know what to do.
Can you take him up someplace high and throw him off the tower? Or are there more people in here like this?
I don't want to carry him.
Okay.
I like that. That's the reason that's not a cool idea. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally do that, but I'm pretty lazy.
Just choke him to death so we can move on.
Okay. I'm just gonna squeeze with the chain.
He quickly passes out all the way, then dies. You have defeated the entry guards of the tower. And that is where we will end episode 29 of the Drunken Arcanauts Dycairn campaign. The party is at the tower. The city is under siege. The water is poisoned, and the butcher shops have been fucked with. So join us next time to find out exactly what is in this vault and how many more guards are guarding it. Thanks. Bye-bye.